How did I forget my intro? And it's only the second episode. We're back with more OceanBlock. So as you can see, I built out this little farm. Very easy to do, because you can just hold the hoe in hand, spam shift, and stuff grows. Very handy. But we are gonna need some more chests. And sluicing gravel is not it. This is all I got after all that time. So we're gonna have to work on making this tempered glass jar. So I believe I have my tempered glass ready to go. It was easy enough. You just smelt sand, make panes, and then smelt it again. So now using our one piece of cast iron and our tempered glass, we can make the jar. And it gives us more stuff. A garnet amulet. What is that for? Gives you attack damage. Cool. On my quest to find a more efficient way to process ore clusters, I've managed to create a stronger glass in my furnace. This tempered glass seems to be able to withstand high temperatures. This has to be the breakthrough I'm looking for. It needs a strong cap on it to store heat. The cast iron ingot I've made seems strong enough to do the task. Jars will automatically push crafting products into adjacent storage. If it doesn't have something to push to, it will just spit it out onto the floor. They must be manually activated by pressing the mix button, but this can be automated by using a jar automator. Why did it give me a painting? Okay, so let's see. So using this, let's see here. Doesn't say. So if you right click this, if you want to make iron ingots, it says we need a hot temperature source. A torch is 25% efficient. A campfire is 50% efficient. Fire from flint and steel is 75% efficient. A magma block is 100% efficient. A lava bucket is 400% efficient. A mega torch is 800% efficient. And the creative hot temperature source is 10,000%. Okay, so we're just going to throw this right here. And now that we have this, we should be able to use our cluster. And this is what it means. You have to manually come over here and click mix. But this is useful because now we can take these iron chunks, turn it into iron clusters, and cook it like so. Now we do need a chest. It did say it's just going to spit it out into an adjacent inventory like it just did right now. There it is. Mix again. So I can see why that would get tedious very fast. But now that that's done, let's look at this adjacent stuff here. The next one, my arms feel like they're going to fall off. It's time for me to stop scooping up the water by hand. I can't do it anymore. Craft a pump to automate filling the sluice with water. It seems to only work within 1 block space above water. It can pump out of any of its sides into the main part of the sluice as well. For this we need 5 cast iron, a wooden gear, and 3 planks. So 5 cast iron, we're going to need 5 ingots. But should I, if I use a hopper, we're going to have to move this as well. Well, I don't have to move it actually, you just come over here, break this. So we would put the pump right there. But I want to make a hopper. We need 2 logs. Oh, we're missing 1 more ingot. There it is. Because now with this, we can just put this guy on top. Or I guess right here. You know, I thought this was gonna work. Maybe it just has to go on top. No, it does not seem to be working. In which case, that was a complete waste of our iron. No matter. I could have swore. Ah, I see, I see. So we can automate the iron sluice, but not the wooden one. Okay, so how do we make... So we need, to make an iron sluice, you only need 2 iron ingots for this one. Two iron, the oak sluice, and a chain. So let's craft our chain. Keep working on that. And then this will give us our last one, and then we'll have to break this. Do we get more iron? No, not yet. Okay. Break this. Now we have our iron sluice, but it wants us to get an iron mesh, which takes the cloth mesh and 4 iron ingots. So we don't have that yet. So we can come here, like so. Now we can dump this guy on here, put our gravel in like so, and then just put the water. Oh, it needs the mesh. Awesome. So now this will automatically process our gravel. So we're gonna need about that much. So now we just have to fill this with water. So let's see, now we're gonna need the mesh. So while that's cooking, we're gonna come over here to this little farming, see what we could do. Industrial hemp is proving to be incredibly durable. The strands themselves are great sources of string, but I believe I can bind these together to make a replacement for leather. For that to happen, I'll need some kind of binding agent. I believe I can furnish a pot to cook something just for that. And the pot needs bricks, a shovel, and a ceramic bucket. Where do we get the bricks from? The clay, of course. So we're gonna need 3, 6, 7. Like so. Let's go ahead and replace these as well. Got water in them? They do. It's over there, grab the clay. Not sure how much clay we'll need, but this seems to be a good amount for now. Let's see, save some space by doing that. And then we need a wooden shovel and a bucket. Wooden shovel is quite easy. Wooden shovel, bucket, and this. We're gonna need a second bucket since we're using this one. And then when this is finished, I could throw that in there to cook it. And we'll have our replacement bucket. Okay, now let's craft our cooking pot. Why is it doing that? I'm not sure. Cooking pot. I clicked something. Yeah, I don't want it searching. That's weird. Role of Elder Guardian. I don't think I want to eat that. It does not sound good. Help from kelp. Every day that I spend on this vast ocean, the kelp just grows higher and higher. It must have some use, right? I wish I could cut it all down, but I can't reach the bottom quite yet. Using the cooking pot, you can cook kelp into kelp resin, and you can smelt the resin into slime balls. Cooking pot goes right over here. And it was talking about, yeah, the kelp down there. It's true, the kelp is so low, how are we supposed to get it? I guess we'll have to wait for it to grow and then get some. The honey bottle. This cooking pot is going to be incredibly useful for making a good home-cooked meal later on, but for now I just need something sticky to hold together some fabric. Melted sugar should work. Using the cooking pot to melt down sugar into honey bottles, then use it to create ersatz leather. Which means we're going to need some sand so that we can make some bottles. So let's get one of these. And then let's collect some sugar cane. I'm not too concerned with making a huge farm, just because at some point we're gonna have this automated, so we'll have more than enough resources at all times. Still cooking? You gotta water. And that's why we need the pump. Because I have to do this 10 times by the looks of it. Let's see how much iron you got in there. 23. Cook these bad boys up. Using our glass, we're gonna make some bottles. And it's not working. What am I missing? Oh, you just have to move it. There we go. To make ersatz leather. So you just need 1 honey bottle and then 8 tough fabric, which you need the fibers for. And the fibers should be growing right here. Let's see, we're gonna need more. I think we're gonna need a stack. Because you need 8 per, and we need 8 of these. Okay, should be good enough. Now we can grab our honey. Industrial hemp fiber and a stick. Ersatz leather. This is quite annoying. Okay. 7. I think we're short 1, right? Yes. Alright, now we should have enough. Fibers go all around. Stick in the middle. That goes there. All around. Honey. Ersatz leather. And now we can craft a backpack. Ersatz leather is very easy to work with. With this, I can easily create a backpack to hold all of my tools and important items. Backpacks are heavy, and having more than one will cause you to be slowed. So 4 leather, 4 string, and a chest. Chest here. 4 leather, and our string. Backpack slot goes over here. And toggle, I don't really care to see it. And a stack upgrade tier 1. Cool. Oh, I thought that... How do I open my backpack? General storage, backpack, yes, yes, yes. Let's see, what is our backpack keybind? B, but it's also used for a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. Show conflicts. Open satchel, open augmentation screen. Let's see if I can set it to button 4. I'll get used to it. And we can go ahead and throw that in there. Now we can hoard a lot more stuff. Oh, did not mean to put that there. Let's see, now that the backpack section is completed, let's make the pump, which is going to take 5 cast iron ingots. So we should have enough iron clusters in there. It'll just take the time. So let's see, put this in here. We don't need that for now. This stuff. Oh, it's a cool painting. We need to build like a wall or something to put that in. 3. Let's start cooking this. Takes 30 seconds. And then the makeshift diving suit. How do we make this? Brown polymer, copper ingots. This is how you fill it. How do you make brown polymer? Dried kelp. Interesting. Funny. So to go get the kelp, we need a diving suit, but you can't make a diving suit without the kelp. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so we just need 2 more cast iron. This will give us our last one. Let's keep this guy going. Throw this on here. 1 second on that one. Oh. Okay, don't stand directly on the flame. So we need kelp for both of these. Unless there's a different way. Allows you to see better underwater. That's useless, because it doesn't let us go deeper underwater. Then brown polymer, polymer block, brown dye comes from cocoa seeds. Okay, got that. So now we can make our pump. So we need sticks and wood. Awesome. And it refunds us some of the cast iron. So now we can just put this right here. You right click it to start giving it some time. And now it'll run automatically for, looks like, yeah, we'll leave it at 2 minutes. And it'll put it in. And you can see while it's full, it's not going to keep running, so it's extremely efficient. Let's put some more gravel in here. Let's see. Press gravel. Grab more iron. That seems to be our bottleneck for now. See, because it's so slow just to keep coming back over here just to click this. Let's hide the boot. I don't want to see it. It's a little ugly. But now that that's done, let's see. We're going to need the iron mesh, which needs 4. And then once we do that, we're going to get another hopper. And then we can build a second sluice with a second iron mesh. That way we can double our processing efforts. Okay, so now we should be able to make our mesh. Let's see, we're going to need this one from here, right? And then you need 1 mesh string, like so. Done. Now what is the main difference here? Ooh, a random relic crate. What's the main difference? If you sluice sand, you get the same material, sluice gravel. Okay, so you get pretty higher increase, 54%. I wonder how that works, because it's not out of 100 as I can see. Let's see what's in here. Chorus inhibitor. What does that do? +1 experience points for every 10 blocks to the teleportation point from the teleportation control ability. Using the chorus fruit teleports the wearer to the block along the line of sight within reach. Cool. I don't have any chorus fruit, so it's useless. But cool to have anyway. So let's see. We're going to need copper. We do have a lot of copper chunks. We're gonna need, can I do 2 at the same time? No. And we need this because we're gonna craft the diving helmet first to make sure we can see a bit better. We're gonna need some more glass as well. So let's break down some of this gravel. To dirt. Yes, Ultimine is in this pack. Makes it a lot easier to do that. Should be enough glass for now. Let's see, how do we make the automated jar thingamajig? Okay, it's showing all the way over here. We need a dropper, piston, and a hopper. That takes redstone. That's gonna be further away. Because now we need... The iron mesh has done an even better job at filtering out materials in the sluice. I'm finding much more conductive material from gravel using it. I think I've just struck gold. Using the iron mesh, gather enough gold to create a gold mesh. So we're gonna need 4 gold ingots. Four gold ingots is gonna take 4 of the little things. Which means we need to break some more cobblestone. Let's see, stone. I grabbed the andesite, I didn't mean to. I believe it'll recognize that as being stone as well. Never mind. Let's see, what is it looking like? Gold. It's gonna be the... Don't even know what that is. Rich gold, golden egg. I could just check the thingamabob sheet. Iron thing. There it is. Sand gets you 9%. Okay, so if you do gravel, you don't get anything. So we need to do dust by the looks of it. Dust or sand. We did just make a bunch of sand, so we're going to do that. Which means this tricked me. Well, it does just say... Yeah, it's saying I'm getting more conductive material from gravel. But you don't get it from gravel. Let's see, moving up here. Using the new mesh, I was able to filter out some of the finer materials. I've almost found gunpowder. Okay, so we're not going to do that yet. I want to get this one done first, because then once we have the gold mesh, if you do dust, we can get this redstone chunk, and if you do gravel, you get diamond. And that's going to be our bottleneck for now. Because essentially, we need to get enough of that material going. And see a lot more iron chunks. Starting to get gold. That way we can build more sluices to get more materials. Because right now, coming in here just to click this over and over again, it's getting a bit old. See, 1 minute left. Let's load this up. Let's see, can we see any from here? I did have a wind charge stored in here. Oh, I forgot I had that one. So we might have to see if we can find some kelp that's close by. No, I'm not seeing it. And once we go down, we lose all visibility. There's one over there, by the looks of it. We might be able to get that one. So let's see if we can go over there and reach that, because that's a lot higher up. That looks very ominous. Yeah, that looks reachable. Okay, let's see if we can reach it. Not gonna get the loot. Yeah, see, we're running out of breath very fast. Might be able to just make it up. Okay, we only got 6. So we're gonna have to go down again. How much do we need to build the diving suit? Can be filled up with using bottles of pressurized air, like so. You get 2 from 1 dried kelp. You get 2 of these from 1 dried kelp, right? Yes. So this is actually enough kelp. Great. We're over there, because now I could just plant some kelp right next to the base. There was some loot down there, so once we actually have a diving suit ready to go, we can try and get that. What's that low guy? I'm also going to have to take down those leaves at some point, so let's expand the farm and build a little kelp station. Where's our sand? I mean dirt. It does need some more space to grow. So we're going to go down a bit here. And build a little platform. Oh, we're drowning. Seems like in this pack you drown a lot faster. Because I could have swore you have a bit more time than that. But I could just be misremembering. And then we should be able to do that to make some more. And there we go. All the kelp we'll ever need. So let's go ahead and cook this. I think I can just throw it into the cooking pot, right? Will that work? No. Then into here you go. Let's finish off that one. Put that in there. I forgot why we're making the glass anyway. Keep mixing. You're all out. Throw in some more sand. Do have the compressed dust as well. A little bit of gold chunks and cluster. Gold chunk, gold chunk. Oh, I remember now. We want the kelp resin. So it's 6 kelp. Let's do an even multiple like that. So that'll make the resin for the slime balls. Then we need the cocoa beans. to make the brown dye. And then we can combine this together to make the brown polymer. Then we need 3 copper ingots. So we'll have to swap this here. That's a very slow process, but at least it's automatic, unlike something. Let's see, general storage, colorful backpacks for making the dye. Tier upgrades, that's just getting more slots in there. Mix again. Okay, so that's almost done. That takes 5. This one takes 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should make another glass jar. This will make it a lot quicker. But we need cast iron. So let's make 3 more. 4 more. That'll be efficient. Let's see, where is our food? Let's eat that roll of Elder Guardian. And then we need our glass, which is here. I think we're gonna need some more. Okay, cast iron ingots are done. There was 1 here, like so. And we're not using the space for anything. Need wood, sticks, and charcoal. Where are my sticks? We can use the oak slabs to convert them into the blocks into sticks. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Continue cooking the glass. And now it's slightly faster. It's still slow because you have to manually come over here and click them. But at least we're moving along. Now we don't have to wait so long to process all of this. And we're gonna need 3 chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, why did I put it right there? Okay, looks like it's depositing it. Then we need 3 more for here. Gunpowder nitrate. More cobblestone is going to be needed. Stone pebbles. Where is our trash can that I had? Oh, but that was only a energy trash can. Not something that would be useful. Then we need to break this gravel down. Some more sand so we can get gold. All that just for 16 sand. Okay, this makes the kelp resin. This this makes our 4th tempered jar. Now that that's done, you cook the slime ball. You cook the resin into the slime ball. And now we use the copper to produce our diving gear. What's the point of making the boots if only this stuff is used for something? Oh, we need the glass panes. We're gonna need more brown polymer, which means we need more brown dye. But now we have the diving suit to complete it. An iron auto hammer, nice, because as you could see, we need to make a cobblestone generator here, and the auto hammer will do as it says. It's like using the hammer. So let's store that in here for now. And we made good progress. We're working towards stuff. A lot of this stuff I'm going to skip is just sluicing materials down for next episode. But in the meantime, I'm your host, Thomas28, and I'll see you next time.